Most paintings are created by one artist, but the canvas of art with the heart is drawn by the people of Baltimore. Each stroke on this canvas encapsulates the community, the culture, and most importantly, the spirit of Baltimore. With Art with the Heart, the beauty of our city flourishes, from huge public art feats to paper-sized masterpieces that we bring back to our homes. This is Art with the Heart.
As an 8-year-old girl, Randy Pupkin, founder and executive director of Art with a Heart, knew that she wanted to make a difference in the world. With the rampant racism and riots in the city, combined with homelessness and poverty, Randy wanted to be a lawyer to improve the futures of many Baltimore residents. And she did just that. In 1987, she graduated University of Baltimore School of Law, passed the bar, and worked as a construction litigation lawyer. But her little girl dreams never seemed to leave her mind. Balancing her family and her work, she took visual art classes on the side, and after 14 years practicing law, she founded this new initiative in 2000, chipping away at the marble stone, creating the vibrant sculpture that is Art with a Heart.
When we first interviewed Randy, we wanted to first know why the use of art. Why exactly did Randy choose art as the primary tool in enriching the lives of those in Baltimore? Here is exactly what she brilliantly had to say.
I would go to art class and it was like my recess. Like I wasn't an athlete, but I loved art and I could sit there for hours listening to music and drawing or painting or sculpting. And then as I got older, I took art classes on weekends. And when I went to college, I took a sculpture class there and did a lot of photography work when they still were dark rooms to,
Nice, yeah.
develop your art. And I could be in a dark room for a day, like a whole
Yeah.
day. I loved that so much. And just felt great joy from that and felt like there was a world of people right here in our city that did not have access to that joy or the benefits of
Yeah.
creating art. And I wanted to bring it to them.
Now, let's dive deep into their organization, their core values, and their overall missions. We'll learn how Art with the Heart creates an equitable access to art, especially in and outside of school. Additionally, they focus on bringing Baltimore residents into the workforce by teaching them marketable art, solidifying jobs with their many partnerships. Finally, they showcase their impact by creating large public works of art in and around the city.
Let's focus on our discussion about how art in and outside the classroom creates a formative and lasting experience for the youth through Art with a Heart.
We are filling the void of access to visual art in those places. So these are
Okay.
schools that wouldn't have an art teacher. These are after school programs that wouldn't have an art teacher. So the first answer is equity,
Equity.
equitable access to
Yeah.
art. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it's well known that between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., it's like the bewitching hour
Hmm.
for young people to have them engaged in something that's positive and productive and
Okay.
creative and an
Yeah.
opportunity for self-expression is only good. There's no downside to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we have a lot of out of school time programs after the school day that provide students with these good, positive, nurturing opportunities.
We also discussed about HeartWorks, a workforce pipeline that sets up a small cohort of adults to learn foundational job skills and then get recruited for work shortly after.
So we work with students who might have aged out of school but not graduated and don't
Okay.
have work. We use art as a vehicle to teach job skills
Hmm.
and have a job pipeline for these students. If they're of a certain age and can then get a job, we have a pipeline for them. But we teach very important soft job skills that come with making art. So they make marketable works of art that are then sold in a retail store, social enterprise retail store, and they're learning job skills while creating that art. So we're also helping the workforce by creating people who are primed to be in the workforce. It's, some students don't have access to even the smallest opportunities for learning about financial literacy,
Mm.
conflict resolution, seeing think commitment, team building. Those things happen in a program like our workforce
Okay.
program.
Lastly, we engage in one of our favorite parts about Art with a Heart, their large-scale artistic masterpieces that are scattered around our city. As Randy puts it, they're artists created by the community for the community.
When we are contacted by a company or an organization to do a community art project, we always have a conversation with the community that contacted us so that their voice and their ideas are incorporated in whatever is designed and created for the community. We
Okay.
always say that the art that Art with a Heart creates is created by the community for the community. What does it mean if it's just placed there? You know what I mean? And you have to have the
Yeah.
community engaged for there to be
Right.
ownership. So
Exactly.
we have lots of big pieces. One that stands out is in front of the University of Maryland Medical Center on Lombard and Green Street. There's a
Yeah.
big heart, a
The
giant
glass heart.
heart.
I think I've seen that. Yeah,
Yes,
I've seen that.
Uh-huh.
That's so cool. And that was you
that's
guys?
Art with a Heart.
Nice.
Art with the Heart intersects career and workforce development with the valued benefits of creative art. They create a holistic approach through their interdisciplinary volunteer style, which influences creativity in our city. They display their work to the general public through their large murals scattered around the Baltimore community, reinforcing one of their most important sayings: art created by the community for the community.